In the blinding noon of ancient Athens, when philosophers argued louder than marketplace goats, Socrates walked barefoot asking strangers why they existed until he tripped over a skeleton sitting cross-legged in the road like it was waiting for a bus. He squinted and asked if it was alive. The skeleton clacked its teeth and said, "Define alive," and Socrates froze. "Oh no, it talks," while the skeleton calmly explained it had been listening to him for 3 hours, including the part where a fishmonger threw a fish at him for asking what justice was, which Socrates defended as a philosophical fish, before asking why the skeleton was just bones, to which it replied, "Budget cuts. Couldn't afford flesh this year." A crowd gathered instantly. Someone suggested charging tuition. Socrates sat beside the skeleton and asked the purpose of life. The skeleton leaned in and said, "To scare people without paying rent." A woman fainted. Someone began selling olives. A kid poked the skeleton with a stick and it yelled, "Stop, I'm ticklish," causing Socrates to gasp that feeling ticklish without skin changed everything. Then he asked why it sat near the bakery without a stomach, and the skeleton said, "Emotional support." Someone in the crowd asked where it came from, and it pointed to the cemetery hill, saying it got bored and came to attend a lecture, which excited Socrates because, finally, an audience that can't leave. But the skeleton complained its legs fell off twice when it tried. Socrates gently grabbed the skull and asked if it feared death. The skeleton said, "Brother, look at me." And after a brief silence, it whispered that Socrates was also dead, which he laughed off as a metaphor until the skeleton told him to look behind, where he saw another Socrates arguing with a merchant, then looked at his own hands and saw bones, screamed along with the entire crowd as olives scattered, while the skeleton reassured him he had been like this for years, but never noticed because he didn't use mirrors. Socrates panicked, asking why no one told him, and the skeleton pointed out that everyone, the bread seller, the kid, the fainted woman, were all skeletons too, one shouting, "We thought this was normal." And when Socrates slowly turned back and asked what they all were, the skeleton grinned and said, "Content," just as a giant glowing scroll appeared in the sky with burning letters asking, "Who is the real skeleton here?" And every skeleton looked up, then slowly turned and stared directly at you.